Yeah, that was
A morning ritual for people who think deeply.
Zen AM.
Hey man, you talking today?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Time for Zen AM. Start off with some breath work.
Let's start off with some breath work.
Let's do it. I don't know why I be starting off mute, but we not gonna have me mute the whole time, y'all. Let's get it. Y'all know what it is. It's another episode of Zen AM. I'm your host, Nehemiah. We got Darian DTB Brooks. It is wonderful Friday, March 27th, y'all. March 27th. That means April is just next week. April is just next week. And you know what happens in April, right?
What?
Besides y'all favorite holiday, which is 420, it's our 6-month anniversary of doing this show.
For real? Dang.
Yep. I think our first show we released, and I'm gonna do the math, was like the 17th of October or something like that. So we on our 6 months.
Dang.
6 months of this, man. Congratulations. So we got to do something. We got to have a special episode or something. But yeah, we did. That's our almost like our third milestone. I mean, we hit 100 episodes. We're about to hit 6 months. We had one episode break 100 live viewers. So that was, y'all got to understand, we started
from the bottom.
3 people watching, maybe 4. I think it was what, Booman, Pinky, Aunt Pam, and my mother.
Nah. Pinky,
Anthony. Who?
Aunt Trisha was in there from the beginning.
Aunt Trisha was in there.
It was a lot of people.
Not like a lot
6.
of people.
Well, no, like 6.
Yeah, hold on. 6 at our highest.
Yeah.
6. If we was doing a good show, man, 6 at our highest was where we was at. So I was doing the math yesterday, and I was like, dang, it's about to be 6 months.
That's fire.
Yeah, how you feeling, man? How was your day yesterday? Did you did you do pickleball? You canceled it, right?
Yeah, I canceled pickleball, but I'm gonna play today. It's like my day off. I went into the office yesterday, and it felt good. I went to one of our sites that was in the heart of Atlanta, like downtown Atlanta. And it was just dope seeing, like, just being normal, like walking to work, parking in the parking deck, and getting something to eat at a local food truck. I miss that because I don't, I mean, even when I go out here, there's not no food trucks like the city vibe. So it was dope just to get out. Came back to the crib, did some other work, and then I went and watched Versus. I know a lot of people, I posted that I was in Dubai, and I went to a nice hookah lounge, and man, they redesigned that place. It felt like I was in Dubai, man.
Really?
Yeah, nothing but Middle Eastern people, a few East African people, and just me, one black mother in there. And I was like, yo, this feels good. And I was watching the Versus while I was just chilling.
Out in Dubai.
Out in Dubai with it.
That's dope.
We're
going to obviously talk about it.
Oh, yeah, we got to.
Yeah, we're going to definitely talk about it. I'm about to sneeze, but it's different, like, when you work a lot from home, and then you go into the office, and then you be like, oh, it's actually nice in here.
Yeah.
I feel like the office is nice when you get to choose.
Yeah, when you get to choose.
You get to choose to be in that mode. I think that's the thing with any human. When they tell you got to be somewhere, you don't want to be there.
It's
but
crazy.
When you have the choice.
It's crazy, too. It's like I'm in healthcare, so you see so many new faces. Like, we got over 7 hospitals. So in any given day, I can just go to a new hospital and just be like, just get a new scenery.
Yeah. And you could work from any of them?
Yeah.
Just pop in on them?
Yeah, pop in.
That's dope. I'm gonna have to get an
office and just find somewhere to sit, work, or be mobile with it.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk about the Versus because I watched it too.
Okay.
Of course. And we definitely got, y'all know what y'all come here for. We're gonna give y'all the raw.
Yeah.
Y'all come here. There's gonna be a lot of people talking about it, but we're gonna give it to you raw. And in my opinion, it kind of went how I thought it was going to go.
Yeah.
It kind of went how I thought it was going to go. And we'll get to that. We'll get to all that. Today's your day, man.
No, that's that's what we gonna get to.
Well, I mean, that's a quick thing to talk about. Today's still your day. That ain't a whole.
That's true.
Thing. Like
that's
that ain't
true.
a whole.
But
we get out. We could browse over them because that's just news. That's technically just news in a way.
That's true. But once I'll find something that you may disagree with, and then we start a debate, and then I wind up winning. So I'm actually looking forward to that.
That sounds like your day to me. If I had to wrap up what a day of Darian, a good day of Darian would sound like to me, that sounds like a good day.
Nah, that's a fact.
Not often people win debates against me.
Oh, for real?
I don't debate.
No, you're right.
No, I don't debate that often. But
you should though.
Yeah,
you're an intelligent brother.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Intelligent brother, man, and you know a lot. You know a lot of history and stuff like that.
I appreciate that. But you be getting me. You be getting me though. You've gotten me multiple times on things. Afterwards,
it's an honor.
Him. How about him?
I'll be the same
2 hours later.
Yeah.
You get home 2 hours later. Like, notice I should have said, man.
You call him back. No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Let's get into some breath work, y'all. Go and get some breath work, man. It's Friday, man. We done made it through the week, y'all. We made it through the week. And if y'all remember when we first started this show, man, our show was so different. I mean, we were still kind of doing the same thing, but how much we've grown, and even that fact that we can see comments like right here to my right is a big deal. So it's amazing, man. So we're going to just go into some gratitude, appreciation, man. We made it through the week. We get to get some R after today, man. Deep breath in. Hold. Release. In. Hold. Release. In. Hold. Release. In. Hold. And again. Hold. And one more time. Hold. Release.
That's what's up.
Raz class. I'll be feeling it. Man, that breath work. So one of the things I love about breath work is it kind of gives us a tap into the human brain, right? Like when we did that last breath and we do the inhale and then we pause. Typically in our mind, that's all the air that we have. Right? Because we didn't already stop. But then when I say go again, you're like, oh, there's more. And then we're holding it. Like, hold on, I know I could hold it even more. And then boom, we take it to the next level. It's like, oh, there's more in there. And then we hold it. And it's a reminder that our brain kicks in and tells us to quit and starts giving us doubt when we are at about 40% of our max. Always. So when your brain is kicking in, telling you can't go any further, you're literally only at 40%. You're not even halfway of what you can actually do.
It's about the reserve. And y'all know I like to bring up cars. It's like if you drive on E, you still got about 15, 20 more miles. They only show you that just for protection. Yeah. But it's more in store. Yeah. And it's all about you to be determined to pull it out. So I think that's fire that we learning as we grow. Because now I'm at a point, it's like, inhale, exhale, take another breath, take another breath. I'm like, all right, I'm good. Let's go.
Yeah. We good to go.
Most definitely.
And when we get into our Patreon and stuff, which we not going to get into until about like April or so. We still got to get all of the kinks worked out with this. But we're going to start doing some very deep breath work. We're going to be doing some Wim Hof. Like this is all just regular lock in, get you present, but we're going to do some real breath work, some real Wim Hof breathing, some real breath retention, some real pranayama. We're going to get into it, man.
That's what's up, man.
Oh wait, Boom Man just said something.
So it's crazy. I watch Navy SEAL and Delta Force content, and they speak on that all the time. They tap in the limits where most people quit.
Yeah,
I watched a documentary on Netflix on people becoming a Navy SEAL, and like they show the training, and bro, they don't have no limit.
No limit.
I was thinking the same thing. I was gonna say it too.
And what's the difference between them and us? Preparation and training.
Yeah,
That's it. That's it. We all have that ability. And that's what all the great leaders came down and taught us. Was like, if you knew how powerful y'all were, like half the issues that you face, you wouldn't even be worried about if you knew how powerful you were.
mm-hmm.
And it's a reminder of, for me, always remembering that power. And there's a really good saying that I like. It's like, and this goes for the kings and queens, but it'd be like, hey, king, your crown is tilted. And it's a reminder, put that thing back on straight, man. We powerful. We rulers of our own destiny. So all of these people that we see, like Navy SEALs, people like Michael Jackson, all of these people are there just to show us what our greatness is able to attain.
Right.
And that's it. And I was having a conversation with somebody, man, and we were just talking, and I was just like, they wasn't in the best place. And I was just trying to motivate them. And they just wasn't there. And they just was not hearing it. And then it was like, but it's not even half like of what you're going through. So I don't even know how you're doing it. And I was just like, that's because I'm not going to lose.
Right.
I didn't come to this mother to lose. Like, if you came to life to lose, you already in the wrong game. I'm going to win this thing by any means. I don't care what the score is right now. We only in the second quarter. Like, wait until I make my transformation. Then we talk about what the score is. But right now, it's just the middle. If I'm 40 and I live to 80, we at halftime right now. None of the great teams or great athletes give out at halftime. This is when we go back to the locker room and assess. We come back, but I'm winning this game of life. I don't care what it takes. I'm winning.
Right.
And that's the mentality that I take. That's the one I pass on. And that's the one that we all adapt. It's like, if you winning, what's your favorite rapper say? I cannot lose.
No, you're 100%. Who favorite rapper? Who favorite rapper? Hov ain't my favorite rapper. He's a great rapper. Don't get me wrong, but he's not my favorite. You saw how I stopped my train of thoughts. Like, hold up.
He's right in the middle of a deep train. Like, hold up.
but I kind of agree with you on that, right? And it's like, I believe in divine timing.
Yeah.
And sometimes I move too slow for other people's drum. But I believe God is in control of the marching band.
I took a sip for you.
I move slow, very slow sometimes, but I also believe that I'm covered, and I'm in great alignment. And some people be like, "Look, you supposed to be doing this. You should be doing this." And like, I'm gonna get to that on my time. Now, I'm not saying that I'm just stuck and not doing nothing, but I'm just getting to it at my time. And I think if people could say that's probably one of my downfalls. Like, I take my time on a lot of stuff. Like, I don't rush to do it. I do have ambition to do it, but I just take my time. So how do you feel about that? What if it's divine timing for them? I mean, yes, we are here to lead, coach, and assist people, but if they don't move at the rate that you're moving at, do you distance yourself from them, or do you say, you know what, I gave them the tools that they need, I'm gonna just let them go at their own pace?
It's both. Right, it's both, and yeah, definitely take a sip. You got some.
We gotta clip that one. I don't even know where that came from. That
you had some gems up in there. I think it's different. It all depends, because someone on their time, depending on how close we are, it doesn't necessarily affect my time. You know what
Right.
I mean? So it's like your time, it don't affect my time. So
Right.
it's like what I got going, we
Right.
take you on your own timeline and we come together where it connects.
Right. But sometimes, and I'll raise my hand to this. Sometimes I'll get offended of I'm telling this person they need to do this, they need to do that, they need,
Oh
and they're
yeah, yeah,
not
yeah.
doing it. And
Yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like that is where that conflict comes from. It's just like just give them the
Yeah.
tools and say, hey, I gave you what you need to do. You figure it out on your time. But I'm not letting that interrupt my space or what we have going on. Because
Yeah.
that happened to me before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's because you care and you love, right?
Right.
So that's a byproduct of that. And, you know, I found myself in a similar situation where trying to give somebody the tools, but they just weren't taking them.
Right.
It's like, look, we are in very similar situations. Mine is rougher, but these are the tools that I'm using.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that it's really just we're doing what we can do. We are offering them the tools. And then the next step that I've been doing is giving it to God.
Right.
And now what I do is here's the tools, and then I pray for them.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm praying. I'm sending you the best man that I know for the job.
Right. Right.
I'm not the man for the job.
Right.
We're there to help in ways that we can. We're here to give tools,
Mm-hmm.
share the tools that we have. We're not here to hoard those, but we're not here to make anybody take those
Right.
tools.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's there when you want it. It's there,
Right.
but that's on you. Movement and inertia is one of the most powerful tools, and it takes every individual to find that within themselves to move towards what they want. Nobody else can force that inside anybody.
I agree. And I think another reason is like when you give people space and isolation. Cause you give them you give them the tools and leave them on an island by themselves.
Yeah.
And that's when they gotta really apply themselves, because it's like I can't look to my left, I can't look to the right. It's just me here. Figure this out, put that work in. And even for me, like even this time that I'm in, just like a lot of isolation, I'm doing things because there's nobody around. And I was given a lot of tools throughout my whole life, as well as receiving it from God. But now that I'm in the isolation where it's just me and God, it's like, all right, let's go, champ. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Let's start to
That's,
apply that pressure.
that's dope. Because you know what it is? It's what happens is that it's literally like the fight of life, right? We have all of these trainers. We have all of these coaches that are there to give us the tools. They're there to get us prepped. They can put us through our weight training. They can get us at the right weight. They can work on all of our weaknesses for us. They can study our opponent. They can tell us all of their weaknesses. They can give us a game plan, but they can't fight for us.
Right, right,
We have to be the ones to go into that ring.
right.
And now we have to we have to go back into when we start getting hit. That's when we start to go back in our training and all the tools. When we start getting fatigued, that's when all of that training comes in. When we start to have doubt, that's when all that training comes in. It doesn't come in on the first 2 rounds.
Right, right.
Those tools kick in around 6th, 7th, 8th round.
Right, right.
And that's why that silences us in the ring. That silences us finally saying, all right, training camp is only 8 weeks. Get out the training room, man. Go fight now.
Right.
The fight is here. So sometimes we sometimes we don't want to ever enter into the fight. Sometimes we feel more comfortable in the training room because we're nervous to go into the fight because of what happened.
Right.
So now we circling. It's like those people who stay in college because they're afraid to leave college to actually go get a job. So they find themselves constantly getting new degrees because they don't want to leave.
Right.
People in jail who have spent so much time in jail have gotten so used to it. When it's time for them to come out, a lot of them don't want to come out.
Right.
They don't know how to live life outside of it. So they're not ready for the fight. They didn't got the tools, but a lot of people ain't ready to step up for the fight.
Take a sip, man. We going here today. Also, man, I love the analogy of being in that ring, but it's also power in your power circle. Because even if you don't listen to the training that you have, you still got to walk back to your corner. And you still got to have that power circle that's going to accept you with open arms, regardless of the fight. If you win or you lose, even if they giving you the tools. So it's like we really have to home in and circle and find our power circle to go to, because sometimes those, if you ain't have a corner to go to empty-handed, that's gonna still give you gems when you're not listening.
Yep.
Man,
Yep.
I don't know where we would be right now.
That's true. A lot of fights are won in the corner. A lot of fights are won in the corner. If we go back and look at that Kamaru Usman fight, when Kamaru Usman was fighting Leon Edwards, we are in the last round. Kamaru Usman is the champion, hasn't lost in 16 fights, is winning this fight, Leon Edwards goes back to his corner, and it's like a Rocky movie. They're like, you need to come in, champ. We need you right now. And saying all we needed in his ear. Saying everything that he needed to hear. He goes in, he's slightly losing that round, and like 2 minutes right before the fight is over, he head kicks him, knocks him out, takes the belt. That's what it's about. That corner, in that, having the right people in his corner,
right,
won that fight for him.
Yeah.
And if we're modeling our lives after any of the great leaders, whether it's Buddha, whatever, Jesus had a corner.
Right.
And if anybody in this world didn't need people, it was Jesus. Like, Jesus came here for us. He didn't need nobody. It's the creator. Like, but he showed us, look, I still got my people.
Right.
And I'm still going to rely on them and lean on them. And I sought all of them out. You know what I mean? I saw all of them out. But that's how we got to be.
Yeah.
Who is our disciples? Who is in our corner? Who do we know got the same mission? Who gonna rock with us? So that's why we got your circle is so important. Shout out to our IG people. We got Gang Angie, Garrett, Gangle, Mean Jam, Sir
Mean
D,
Jam, what up?
GNG Pets. Oh, GNG Pets said, Jesus, why is Nehemiah so fine? It's not just his shell. He shines from the inside. No, you shine from the inside. You. I feel it. I'm just a mirror. I am just a reflection of you. So that's your beauty. Sometimes you need to let people fall down on their ass hard and let them pick themselves back up. Yep. That's how parents do it, right? When you're teaching somebody how to ride a bike, you let them fall.
Yeah.
You can't hold them the whole time. You got to let them fall, because those falls are what make us strong. MZ Feely, what up? Wally, OGs, it's OG. OGs, it's OG. Surfer Picks says he sought him out. Yeah. And then so you're absolutely right, man. And that's the power of our team. And that's the reason why back in the day with the record labels and all that, it was all about you got to get a team.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's
why.
Yeah.
That's why when you start fighting, you got to get coaches. You got to get a team. When you are in basketball or football, they spend hundreds of millions of dollars trying to recruit people to get them on the right team.
Yeah.
The college that you go to is very important. The high school that you go to is very important. That affects how the leagues look at you when you get to the professional level. Who was your team?
Yeah.
We know that coach. He's solid. He's coached a lot of people who we brought, so we trust that source.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's where we at. And it's a beautiful place to be, because at the end of the day, people like us, we feel so much. So when someone isn't taking the tools, we start to feel it. If someone isn't living in their best version of themselves, we feel it. If someone is sad, we feel it, because we're empaths. We feel that. That's your birthday's on Valentine's Day, and I'm just sensitive to energy. So that's the reason why I'll be blocking myself off, because it's too much for me sometimes. I feel it all. I go from being happy and I'm standing next to someone who's sad and I feel it. And I want to change. I'm like, no, don't be sad. But there's power in us giving that over to the creator, and
most definitely,
and us not taking it on ourselves anymore. Most
definitely. No, that's a fact.
Yeah, we got some Zen news too, and we got some Zen news. What you laughing at the comments? What they say?
Yeah, I just like to see the comments. I just love people that had the same perspective as us. Shout out to Aunt Pam. She says, you can't make people listen, learn, or understand. We can only speak our opinions and pray that they get the message. I was shy, so I couldn't say this sooner, but in my
oh, that's smooth. My opinion. My opinion.
That sounds like a segment.
down to my opinion. It is. Hey, look, y'all. I need a new host who ain't scared.
In my opinion, that's it.
What I tell y'all. What I tell y'all.
I told you the thoughts of Nehemiah. I don't want to be.
Before the crow clucks 3 times, you will deny me.
In my opinion, oh no, I gotta sign out.
Yeah, no.
Ain't no telling what's in there, man.
So we got some Zen news popping up. I mean, there's so much news happening in the world. Oh my god, if we were a news show, like we would just be filming 24 hours. Like news people got it good right now.
Right.
They got it good. If there was ever a time to be a news or a journalist, this is the time. But we ain't that. We are a morning show who's giving y'all good vibes. So we're not gonna go across everything, but we're gonna go across a few things. Some of it is funny, some of it's sad, obviously, but we'll make light of it all. And are we all familiar with what happened with LaRussell?
He signed with The Rock.
So LaRussell got canceled recently.
And
canceled majorly. So he had a song, and in the song, he starts off talking. He's in his backyard performing, and he starts off telling I sent the song to my producer, and my producer said I shouldn't release it. Right? He literally starts his whole performance off like this, saying my producer told me I should not release it, and that made me release it. And then he starts saying, and this isn't my opinion, but it's not even a bad song, but he's like, Hitler was heaven sent, Jeffrey Epstein was heaven sent, and he starts saying all it like this is the hook to his song. Right? Canceled. Everybody was like, what are you saying? Heaven sent? No. So he started getting so much backlash that he canceled all of his social media. So turned off all of his social media accounts. And it's been a major deal because not only is the backlash to cancel the social media accounts, but being canceled. So his mom actually organized a rally to try to give him support out in the Bay Area. So I didn't know that you hadn't heard about this. I wanted to know what your thoughts were, but if anybody has, Boo Man, I know you hip to this, but what are your thoughts on that? Like when I say, yeah, it's a big deal, right? It's he literally terminated, or what's it called when you shut down your social media accounts? What is it called? Deactivate.
Yeah, he deactivated all his accounts.
He deactivated all of his social media accounts. All of them.
Well,
Go ahead. I was gonna say
I don't know. I'm gonna be respectful because I don't want to be in that category. He fucked up. I'm gonna just be honest. He fucked up. That's something, especially in these days and time, that's a sensitive subject, even though like that's like today's news. Everybody want to know with the Epstein files, who's been in it, things like that. Sensitive. So if you saying heaven sent, I mean, I can get, because I'm an understanding person, I can get why he would say that. But if he didn't say it in the right way, it could be taken out of context. So I don't know how he said it.
He said it just like that.
He said it just like that, with no like background story behind it.
Yeah, he said it. He starts the song off saying, "My producer told me not to release this."
Okay. All right. I'll say it. I believe everyone is heaven sent, but I believe we all have free will. And when you come to this realm, you have free will to do what you want, when you want, how you want. I believe that everyone was in a different realm, maybe a different dimension of heaven. But when you come here, if you do bad, you considered a bad person. If you do good, you considered a good person. If I would have did that and I was LaRussell, I would have said it something similar to that. these people, we all are heaven sent, but when you come here, if you make bad decisions, then
Right.
you have to pay or ask for forgiveness and things like that. If he
Right.
didn't do that, you
No,
fucked
he
up
didn't.
big time. You just signed with Jay, even though you was a great independent artist. I don't know why you did that. Maybe of hopes of just being in that spotlight of getting that financial backing from a major record company or distribution deal, whatever you sign. It's not looking good for him. It's not looking good for him.
Boomman brought up a very good point.
Conspiracy low in between this behavior and his alignment with Jigga Man Ritual.
That was my first thought. My first thought was, how does this man go from being the new independent king? I think every single generation we get in like somebody who rattles that whole independent field, and it's like they didn't need a major. We had a lot of artists who've done it in the past, just a handful, but he was the new age one.
Everybody needs a major.
That's what he said?
Nah, that's what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is that there's certain artists who were able to come and make it to certain levels, like radio play and all of that, without a major. That was unheard of, because you couldn't get on the radio without a major.
Right.
So there's always been like just a handful of artists throughout generations who were able to kind of slip through that crack and be the one exception.
Can you name one?
Macklemore wasn't signed. Yeah, Macklemore.
Macklemore was signed.
Not in the beginning, I don't think.
No, Macklemore was signed, buddy.
Was he?
Let me see. Oh no. I stand corrected. Macklemore's family's independent does not belong to a major record label. Instead of releasing his music through his own label, Macklemore LLC. Then how the hell did he get a Jordan deal?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, distribution. He had distribution.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have some type of alignment.
When did he get his distribution? Yeah, at some point, but actually no, right? It all depends on what level you're trying to take it at. If you're trying to do stadium tours, if you're trying to get radio play, if you're trying to get endorsement deals, magazines, that type of stuff, then yes, you definitely need to break into
2012.
2012. Okay, and then when was his hit?
What was his hit? I can't even
Thrift
remember.
Store. Thrift Store was one of his hits. Where do we go now? I think Thrift Store was
2012. 2012.
So 2012, he got. That's when they put him in.
That's when they put him in. That's why I say everybody needs that. You're not doing independent and going to win a Grammy and be all. You're not doing that.
That's what. Yeah, those gates. That's the gate.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's the gate right there. Award shows, radio, major tours like stadiums and on tours with major artists.
Yeah.
Commercial placements, major endorsements. Like that's you needed a label. Nowadays, depending on what your goals are, you don't. If you want the Grammys and if you want those kind of accolades, you still do.
Right.
Because that's part of their system.
Mm-hmm.
If you're trying to make a living off of your art, you don't. Whereas before you did. Nowadays, for instance, you and I, we can make a living off of this morning show without ever getting a Spotify deal, without ever getting any type of Apple Music podcast deal, any of that. Mm-hmm. You and I can.
TY.
What's that?
You said it twice. I had it. You said you and I said TY.
Oh, what's TY?
You and I, TY.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I said you and I, T. You and I, TY. That's a you and I, T. So now we can make it independent now. Before you couldn't. Right. You can make money independent, but you can't get through certain.
Right.
You can't get through certain levels.
Right.
So yeah.
There's a belief that not all light workers are good. Light simply shines a light on the truth. Trump and Epstein did indeed shine a light in what they did in the secret. He was not announced at all.
Yeah. So this was, to me, this was a prime example of an artist who's done it independent. And I've worked with so many artists, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, you can't tell a lot of artists nothing unless it comes directly from them. Artists, especially independent artists, it's tough because when they get to a certain level of being able to produce certain numbers and stuff, you can't tell them nothing.
Right.
You can't tell them nothing. They be like, "Man, I'm doing numbers, man. Look."
That's why you have to have your power circle, man. You have to have a core group that you can go back to that will give you the real, no fluff. All ego and arrogance is out the window. If you don't have that, you lose yourself. Then you in an island of your own, trying to figure out who you can trust. Are these people out for self? I mean, it's probably a tough thing for him if he didn't keep up with his guys. That's one thing I salute and respect about J. Cole. He keep his same team around him that lets him know, hey, this is good, this is not. You shouldn't do this, you should do this. And at the end of the day, it's J. Cole. He gonna make his own decisions, but you also need that person that's in your ear that also has a different view, because sometimes you be tunnel vision in on creating a craft, and your perspective sometimes it could be off a little bit. You gotta have that power circle.
Well, and I agree with that. The one issue with that is that it sounds like he had a circle. They told him not to release this song.
That's
he
true.
Starts the song off saying, he starts the song off saying, they said I should not release this. So his circle was with him. That's what I mean when you get to a certain level of being an artist, and especially independent, or a certain level, when you hit certain numbers, even your producer or the people in your circle can't tell you nothing.
Right.
It's an ego thing.
Right.
Because I'm not listening to you, man.
Right.
Somebody told me not to drop this song and it did 1 million.
Right.
I'm not listening to you. People tell me not to do stuff all the time.
Yeah.
That's the artist thing inside of us that's not like, damn, let me think. You really don't think I should? Tell me why not. And to really dissect it versus being, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, because trust me, I've dealt with artists all the time. And the reason why I stopped working with artists was because it was just too much. I'm done with it. Like,
right.
I can't. They only see what they see.
Mm-hmm.
They only see what they see, and it got to the point of like, I'm cool. I'm done. Like, I'm not editing for y'all. I ain't doing none of that for y'all. I'm going back and forth with y'all. Like, I'm good. So that's the reason why now I choose not to work with artists that much, because they one of the hardest people to work with.
Yeah, you got to come up with an artist, I think, in this day and time. Mm-hmm. You just can't be like into the picture like, oh yeah, let's work, let's collab, because I think it's a lot of trust factor in it. And yes, you are an artist and you are that artist, but you are a brand.
Yep.
That's what artists have to realize. Yes, it's you putting out the music, singing the music, maybe writing the music, but you are a brand. There's certain things that you can and cannot do because you are a brand that's spread across the masses. And once they realize that, then they can treat it like a company. Okay, what's the best thing for the brand?
Yeah.
But he's not that successful to put a record out like that and to safely come out with no scars. I think only Ye could do something like that.
Yeah, he isn't, because I feel like most people respected La Russell because of his hustle.
Right.
They never respected him because of his music.
Right.
Like,
because I'm gonna be honest, I never heard a La Russell record.
Nobody has.
No disrespect.
Nobody has. People listen, but like I was watching this one dude, and he's like, man, I listen to Russell all the time, and he's like, he got 40 albums. They was like, name a song. Damn. You got 40 albums, and they can't name one song. So it was never his creative mind and his hustle and his use of today's technology to put himself and to build a platform for himself. That's what's respected.
Mm-hmm.
but nobody's listening.
Right,
His
right,
art, and it's not to say he's bad at music
right, right,
at
right,
all,
right,
at all.
right.
But I think it was compared to like his music sounds like it belongs on the cereal commercial.
For real?
Yeah, they say
Wow.
I'm
But
from the Bay. I rep it
uh
hard.
I mean, but you know the blessing out of all of that is like in this day and time, you can build you up a core following that could, that you can live off of. Another
Absolutely.
artist that's good is Currency.
Yep.
I'm not a huge Currency fan, but I do know some of his music, but he has a core following that supports him and back him up. But when you have a only core, you got to be careful because if you get canceled, they got to still be around.
Yeah. Because if your core is not solid enough to withstand a cancellation, meaning your core is only 1,000 people, and then you lose 500 to the cancellation, now you can't eat off your core anymore.
Right.
You can't. And
But
that's the reason why it's also important to diversify, but you gotta be smart and you just gotta recognize the times. We had a cast member from the challenge who got canceled around Black Lives Matter because she did the same thing.
Shout out.
Shout out to D. Shout out to D. That was a special case. That was we're gonna talk about that one day.
Yeah,
Because I still got
you
a
need
bone.
to.
I still got a bone to pick with them. It's like out of all of
You,
the people to cancel on MTV, you canceled the Asian girl who's Vietnamese, who was raised in Australia, and who has never said anything like for real racist. Out of all of these other racist white men who have said some of the most racist stuff to black people, black women, all this, y'all didn't keep the same energy.
you,
Y'all
you,
didn't
you,
keep that same energy.
you think we can get D on the show?
Yeah, probably.
Because
She's
I
not
never,
allowed in America.
I never seen her like give her full perspective on it, but I would love to hear her piece from it. I mean, it's been
Yeah.
some time, some years.
Yeah, but the way that they canceled her was rude. So we'll talk about that. They put a disclaimer up on the episode and everything. I was like,
See
nigga,
that?
what? I could tell you right now 3 things that 3 of y'all top cast members have said, and they are still on every promo commercial, they on every tour, they on every single, like, don't miss me with that. Like, you talking to someone who's been in the midst of the Bunim and Murray and these shows, and trust me, I have seen a lot of racism. I've seen so much racism, systemic racism, all of that. So much racism with dealing with this program, and the wrong person got punished that day.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Bananas just tweeted a gorilla to a black woman and then did the next challenge recently. This happened just now.
Wow.
Tweeted a gorilla to the girl Tyler who won Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in front of him, I would have punched him dead in his face.
Ooh.
Then he brought Leroy on his show to prove that he wasn't racist.
Oh,
like, come on, man. We know that. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, keep the same energy, y'all. So it doesn't work across all platforms. There's a privilege thing that also happens when we come into the entertainment world. And unfortunately, a lot of us aren't privileged enough to be able to beat a cancellation. I'm hoping that LaRussell is, because I think that he says something dumb, but it wasn't malicious. It wasn't hurtful. As far as him trying to purposely hurt people, there's things that are said in rap songs that are way worse, that are way more mean. Like, he didn't kill anybody in his lyric. He didn't, you know what I mean? So it's like,
I'm a agree with Boo Man. I think it wasn't a good idea for him to release this song, but he released the song signed to Jay, and Jay can bring him back.
Thank you.
Jay can be on the mixtape that he dropped, or he can be on Jay's album, and it'll bring him some, it'll put him on a respirator, I believe.
I think Jay made him do it.
You think Jay made him?
No, I don't know.
It's the rock.
It's a humiliation ritual. DJ Jerry RGV says many artists will no play at certain venues because of their brand.
It's a fact.
Never Lies Easy. Good morning. Up early. Save the palace. Save the palace. Says saving the palace. So I got to throw saving the palace. What's up, Rachel? Yeah, I think it's all part. Jay-Z, all of these people, man, they all part of that weird society. We know that there's going to be rituals involved. We know this. It's all ritual. You do not go your whole career making serial music, get signed, and then all of a sudden you get canceled.
Right.
That timing doesn't line up very, very accurately, especially after getting signed. It's either one or two things happen. It's either he got signed and was told to do that, or because he got signed, he felt like his shit didn't stink.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
One or the other, but there's something in that signing.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. Respectfully, everybody say, "Oh, cancel culture." If you ain't the top leaders, you can't cancel nobody. As long as that money's still rolling, and that's probably the agenda that they want to push for Epstein or whatever. Man, they gonna probably flood him with so many opportunities. He probably be at the Super Bowl next year.
Yeah,
so
easy.
We might say he canceled, but if they don't think he canceled, oh man, it's still green light for him.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Jay know how to avoid certain spotlights. That's why I told him. He's like, "Nah, man, deactivate it. We be good." Don't even trip, man. There's gonna be a World War III starting soon. They ain't gonna be worried about what you said on the mic.
Nah, that's a fact.
What you think about the verses last night?
The verses was good. It was everything that I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
But Tyrese held his own. He held his own for a person that just did his cuts. And I don't think he brought anybody out. I don't think Tyrese brought anybody out. He held his own. I believe Tank did win based off of his songs and as well as the songs that he has written. I did not know he did Naked.
I did
not know he did Naked.
I didn't.
So
either.
When I heard that, boom,
I was just talking about that.
My goodness.
I didn't know he did Do What It Do.
Now that I'm listening back to the verses, I hear Tank in a lot of those songs.
Yeah.
So falsetto heavy, running. I hear a lot of that. I'm like, oh, okay, I could see this is all Tank. One thing I didn't like, I think Jamie did good, LaToya did good, Jay Valentine did good. Jay Valentine brother, I don't know what he was doing.
They brought him out. He was valeting cars.
I don't know.
They brought him out from the
doing.
back. They said, "Hey, come on, drop them keys. Come,
right.
We need you."
He was gyrating on stage. All
he was
stiff.
Not planning to be there. He was not planning to be up on that stage. You could tell, even what he was wearing.
yeah.
They pulled him out of nowhere.
Yeah, he was on the board. They had him on the board.
They had him on. He was not supposed to be in front of the camera that day.
It was a great versus. It was a great verse. I do think Tank won, but Tyrese was like right there. I did not hear Tyrese play the Lil Brat record.
He started off with that one.
Oh, he started it. Okay.
It sounded
horrible. Came in a little late. They was messing the sound. Sound guy, you got to get it right.
It sounded horrible.
Tyrese's
sound sounded bad.
Yeah.
Bad. It had no punch to it.
Yeah.
No bass.
Yeah.
Like you couldn't even tell some of the songs that he was singing. Like you didn't even. It took a while for you to know that he was doing the "What Do You Like" song.
Right.
It was hard to tell. You know what I mean? It was like one of those things where sometimes you do better having the track play instead of a band.
Right. But that's what Versus has to understand. When they bring R&B talent, they play with the band. Because after the song, they can lead with piano. They can drop the beat. They can create rebuttals.
Yeah.
That's a part of it. And the sound gotta be right. Because if the sound is not right for one person, they're just gonna blame it. They're gonna blame it on the sound guy.
And it's not fair.
Yeah, it's not.
It's also if you're going back and back, y'all gotta be.
Yeah.
It won't be fair. Because even if the bass is gone from one of them more than the other one, it's going to not sound. It's not going to hit as hard, and you're going to think it's not have as much punch.
Yeah. But it was a win for R&B last night.
I agree with that.
I wouldn't say who won, who lost. It was a win-win for R&B last night.
Yeah. In my opinion, it's the same thing. Tyrese held his own. I think that the longer he was up there, the more we saw the personality that I was telling y'all about.
Right.
Like, look, man, I didn't work with Tyrese, and
Yeah.
just letting you know,
Yeah.
like, there's people that I've worked with who I prefer working with more. You know,
Right.
like, and I don't like to talk bad about people, but it was difficult working with him, like very difficult, and that shows. Like, to me, when I was watching it, I was sitting back to when I was on set and shit with him. Like, oh
Right.
yeah, I remember when this happened. Like when seeing them talk and stuff. Like, I thought it was a great win for R&B.
Yeah.
I was in, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was in this motherfucker feeling like I wanted to get on the phone and just sweet talk somebody. I didn't know who to call. I'm over here like I'm feeling emotional right now.
Right.
I'm about to go play this album.
Yeah.
I miss R&B.
Yeah.
I miss it. I'd be in the gym listening to R&B.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And R&B is really good now. You just got to dig in between.
There's a fact.
Great R&B artists now.
Most definitely.
Giveon, I love Giveon, first of all.
Like,
so you gotta, there's some great R&B artists, but this made me want to get back into that R&B, listening to it around the house. You know what I mean? I was like, dang, I feel R&B feel good.
Yeah, most definitely.
R&B feel good. It's making a comeback though. You know that, right?
What?
R&B?
I don't think R&B left.
But I mean, as far as it being more in the forefront, it never left. But I think what happens is that the spotlight focuses on certain things at certain times. So even it may not be in the spotlight, but it's still happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was out of the spotlight for a while because it was things like the Migos, Drakes, all of this. They took over the spotlight because half of them were forced to also sing. Into put melodies, put harmonies. It wasn't just rap anymore.
Right.
In our day, you didn't do both. If you was Jodeci, you threw Wu-Tang on the track. If you was Wu-Tang, you threw Jodeci on the track. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, they make you be both.
Right.
If you Wu-Tang, you got to sing like Jodeci. If you Jodeci, you got to rap like Wu-Tang.
That's a fact.
So it's good to be like, we had that separation, and now we're seeing that spotlight is moving away from the trap music. Trap was huge for a while. Now it's kind of starting to go. It's called the lesbian R&B scene. Have you peeped it yet?
No.
Man, I think it's lesbian or something, but it's the LGBT. Man.
No. I know it's one female that I don't know if she's them letters.
We're gonna call it the community.
Yeah, but she's really talented. I'll give y'all the name of the song when I remember it. But
is she white?
No.
Okay. Because the white girl with the red hair, you know what I'm talking about? She bad.
White girl
she got she be smoking a cigarette. She got the gold teeth. Yeah, she dope. Somebody got to give me her name.
You talking about Sasha? She from London?
Let me see. Maybe.
On another note, shout out to Jay Valentine. I was watching the interview before the verses, and he said that neither Tank or Tyrese practiced or warmed up for this. I think they just did sound check, make sure everything was good, and then they just went on stage. So shout out the real vocalist still being out there. No auto-tune. Tyrese did play Trey a little bit.
No, I think he did right with that.
Well, why? You gotta put respect on Trigger name, man.
No, I think it was you can't be in that. You are a guest singer. You can't be in that. Like Jamie had already took
so Jamie did it. So Jamie did it.
It was too much. It was too much. It was dope. But it was too much because you got to think they got
Jamie
4
was
minutes.
too much. Jamie was too much.
It's like it's not y'all show.
It's like, Jamie,
This
you
is
don't
Tank.
perform enough. He
This
played
is
pickleball. That's what Jamie probably he be out playing pickleball.
He ain't been on the stage in a minute. That's why he said, "Man, I got another night."
Yeah.
Got it, Jamie motherfucking Fox.
Yeah.
So it's too much. And then Trey tried to do the same thing. So
he just wanted
Tyrese
to give his
right
gratitude, man. He just wanted to give his gratitude, bro.
What you mean?
He wanted to say something. He was going to break something down, and then
no, he was going to sing again. They was going to do another song.
Oh, he was going to do another song.
Yeah. That's why he was like, that's why he said, just give me the keys. Just give me. He was about to go into
yeah.
That's why he was like, nah, we ain't doing this.
He was like, man, all these women, let me serenade. Let me get my serenade on. I would have been like, look,
he was trying to leave.
Go to the G. Go to G. Let me hit a G flat.
Oh yeah.
I ain't warm up yet. Let me see a G
He did not
flat.
sound warm. Did he sound warm?
Nah, he just came off a flight, he said.
Yeah, he bought an outfit in the airport. That's what it looked like. Shit at Disneyland on it. Disneyland Anaheim.
That's a fact.
It's like, you about to be on TV, right?
Millions of people.
Yeah, he came in there looking like he looked like a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah,
seen them stay-at-home moms that's like with the football players. All they sweatsuits got rhinestones and stuff in it. Those Swarovski crystals.
Look.
just Shout out to the Wrinkle brand.
That's a fact. All right, so we got it's 9:00. What's next for verses? What would you like to see from verses?
I like the R&B better. I mean, I don't know. I really like the R&B. I think we got to go back to. I think they need to go hip hop R&B.
Okay.
I think that would be dope. So I will probably go hip hop next, and I would say Ja Rule versus 50 Cent.
That'll never happen. That'll never happen.
I would say that's why I would want to see Ja Rule versus 50 Cent.
Ja Rule versus 50 Cent.
Yeah. I like, you got to bring real beefs in there. That's what you got to add a little bit of that.
They would have to be in two different places. They couldn't be in the same room.
They obviously couldn't even be on the same plane together.
No, that's a fact.
They couldn't even. Yeah. But you asked me who I would want to see, not who I think should happen.
Right.
Who I think would actually happen.
Wu-Tang and the Dungeon Family. I think that'll be nice. I think the next thing should be a group.
Wu-Tang would get them.
Excuse me?
Wu-Tang would get Dungeon Family. I think so.
Know.
And look, and when we debate this is not to say whose music is better. Okay? Because music is subjective. There are people who will relate way more to Dungeon Family than they will Wu-Tang. And there's people who will relate way more to Wu-Tang than Dungeon Family. So this is why hip hop was such a big deal, is because we always used to argue. Right. Who's the best? That's why the basketball now is that we don't even argue about artists anymore. It's all basketball now. That's how little we care about the arts. We don't even argue about who the top rappers are anymore. We care about LeBron and Michael more than anything.
Right.
But I would say that Wu-Tang, their music, they had more popular songs. They had more popular songs and they had more popular songs for sure.
I think the beautiful thing of verses is that it's all about song placement. Mm-hmm. It's like a person could throw a jab, but if somebody throw an uppercut, is the placement of that uppercut or the placement of that jab for it to really know who won that round. So
that's true.
That it could go either or. It could go either or.
Who give me 3 Dungeon Family songs right now?
Well, it's the end of the show, y'all.
See what I'm saying?
But I know the people on there though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but you know the people, but you ain't.
So I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell
you. When Wu-Tang dropped those songs, when they drop "Protect Your Neck," when they drop when 36 Chambers, anything from 36 Chambers, anything from Enter the Woo, I'm telling you, it's gonna be different. And you talk about that uppercut, they got it because also a lot of they artists were solo. Ghostface was solo. They could always go Ghostface. Raekwon was solo. They could always do Rake. RZA solo. They could always jump on RZA. Method Man solo. Man, I'm telling you, they got way too many. They got way too many in
that's
the
the
chamber.
same thing with the Dungeon Family though. It's like, what's gonna happen when Future come out?
Future wasn't in the Dungeon Family like that. Was he?
Yeah, he was a part of it.
No, he wasn't. When was Future in the Dungeon Family?
I'm gonna need you to fact check that.
Please, no, you
hold on.
I can't fact check.
Hold on. Yeah. I think Future was in the Dungeon Family.
You gonna hit me with that? When was he in there? Educate me, because I didn't know Future was in the Dungeon. Yeah, you got to look it. I can't look it up on mine because I got all these screens happening.
Future was part of the Dungeon Family. His name was Meathead.
When? I didn't even notice. This is dope.
In the earlier years. Let me see.
Okay, so what albums was he part of then?
Early to mid 2000s.
Okay, so what albums did he do?
It don't matter if you going group versus group. He got solo records.
In there. I would need to know when he was in there.
Early to mid 2000s.
Is he on any of the albums?
Let me look it up. Let me see.
Yeah, because I'm like, hold on. You can't just say because if it's an association, you can't just associate.
No, it ain't no association. Yes, Future was a part of the Dungeon Family Collective early in his career under the name Meathead. He appeared on the 2003 album Rico Wade Presents The Connect.
Okay.
With the supergroup The Connect.
Then yeah, throw him in there.
What is Wu-Tang gonna do?
I think it all depends. Because Wu-Tang fan base and Future fan base are two different ones.
I get you.
Wu-Tang is that hip hop fan base. Future is the newer. So the newer wave.
So Future not hip hop?
I mean, he's more of the newer wave of hip hop.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But you was just saying everything but hip hop. You was like, he's the newer. I just want to make sure
you cut me off. I was saying the newer wave. Because there was a newer wave of hip hop that came through with that sound.
Gotcha.
That sound I remember because I was DJing spring breaks. Like there was gaps of when sound sounded like something.
Right.
Future came like right after the Bow Wow and the Franchise Boys and that kind of that sound.
Yeah, the snap.
Future came right after that.
The snap.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's when they kind of came in. So it was just a different wave but it's a newer wave of hip hop. They are two different they're different kind of like fan bases. It's not to say that people who like Wu-Tang don't like Future and vice versa, but the fan bases are definitely you know what I mean? Like
I got you.
Wu-Tang is that background, that backpack hip hop, old school hip hop, like digging in the crates hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Future is MP3. People they weren't getting albums like that. So it's two different.
Well, I'm gonna actually take a listen to the music back in 03 because if he was rapping in 03, he'd be considered the old hip hop.
Yeah. Ooh.
Rockefeller versus Young Money. I think Young Money would win.
What?
I think hits wise. Young Money would win.
Well, I mean, they had
commercial hits. Yeah, they got too much. Much.
Tyga, Nicki, Wayne, Drake. Drake alone. Yeah. Like Drake can beat half of the people with his catalog. Like it'd be hard to go against Drake. Like
of course, Rockefeller is a better label, but if you go on hits, that Young Money, I don't think we'll ever see a Young Money wave like that ever again.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there was so many waves though. Like I said, it's always a wave. Like Young Money's wave. Were they as big as the Murder Inc. wave though?
Who, Young Money?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You got to think. Murder Inc. only had Ja, Ashanti, and the first half of Lloyd. That's all they had. You got Young Money had Limp Bizkit. They had Busta Rhymes. Like they just had too much. Rocking Diplomats. Diplomats did so bad the last time.
Diplomats is done.
Yeah,
they not doing no verses against nobody. The Locks murked.
Yeah,
the Locks smeared the ground with them. So this is what we do. Why don't we do our own?
Our own what?
Verses. We'll do it on the Patreon. Look, you come with your artist that you think, and I'll come with my artist, and we go song for song. I think that'd be a great way to do it.
We gotta have stipulations.
Yeah, we'll have
Charlie Baltimore too.
Yeah,
but
Charlie Baltimore had 2.5 songs.
Yeah,
2.5 songs.
Charlie was I mean, you can put her under that umbrella.
This was also the time of the one hit wonders, so we didn't. The later generation kind of had that, but you would get signed, have a song like Charlie Baltimore, then they shelve you.
Yeah,
you just writing. I mean, we saw that was one of the. That's what Saha the Prince, writer for Kanye.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna tell you. I would like to see good music versus anybody.
Good music could be solid. They had Common. They had Kanye.
Big Sean. That right there.
All right, we're doing our own verses.
Pusha T, they might could take a shot at Wu.
Nah.
They might could take a shot at Wu-Tang.
No, Wu was the biggest. Wu was the biggest, man. I'm telling you. Well, Wu-Tang, they got an album. There is nobody. Wu-Tang got a secret album right now that's worth almost $1 million.
Yeah, but look, I'll tell you this.
It's the Wu.
I'll debate.
It's the Wu, baby.
Look where I'm going with this. I'll debate anybody with this. If good music and Wu-Tang was in a versus, I gotta side with good music.
Okay. I gotta side with Wu-Tang. I'm going Wu. I'm going Wu.
We're gonna clip that and see what people think. But I'll debate anybody.
Yeah, after Ye songs, they're gonna lose gas. They really are.
You think so?
They really are. They had artists who never even actualized.
I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all sleeping on Big Sean,
everybody's sleeping on Big Sean.
Man, Big Sean got a nice catalog, man.
Ain't nobody
lyrically, Big Sean. You got Saha, you got Common. Let me look up. You got Tiana Taylor.
Ain't nobody listening to
who saying
Big Sean like that.
Who from Wu-Tang saying Tiana?
Tiana?
Yeah.
Taylor?
Hold up. Be respectful. Be respectful.
Name 2 Tiana Taylor songs.
She got a fire album, bro.
Name.
They said
2.
Kid Cudi.
Cudi got 1 song.
Yo, that might be a good versus. Hey, if y'all saying this, I need a cut or fly me out so I can host it.
Well, look, we'll do our own.
Yeah, you gotta give me some time. You gotta give me some time with that though, because I really gotta dig in the crates.
Yeah, we'll do our own.
But that would be a good one. That's like new school and old school.
That's a good one. And Kanye, to me, Kanye was my guy.
Yeah,
Kanye was my guy. You gotta understand. I bought College Dropout. I was in college when College Dropout came out and bought that album 4 times. I went and saw Kanye. This one, Kanye was still in the hip hop world. Kanye was on tour with Dilated Pupils. I got pictures from the College Dropout tour, bro. Like Polaroid pictures. I loved Kanye. When he dropped College Dropout, Kanye was my favorite artist for years.
Oh, hold up.
They got another one.
You got Common, John Legend, Kanye West, Pusha T, Big Sean, Kid Cudi, Tiana Taylor, Mos Def, Q-Tip. Now talk to me nice.
All right, I'm gonna give it to good music.
Now talk to me nice. That might be the best verses that we'll probably ever see.
No,
that might gotta go to. That might gotta. That would be bigger than Wu. That might gotta go in the stadiums.
No, you gotta think though, because these are 2 different things we're talking about right now. Wu-Tang is a group.
Right.
Good music is a label. So you gotta go either group.
No. Good music is a group. They did a collective album. We can't consider that a group.
They're not like Wu-Tang. It's literally called Wu-Tang, nigga.
Right. and it's called good music.
No, they're not a group like that.
Hold up. Let's slow down. Let's slow down.
Respectfully, you cannot say that good music is a group like Wu-Tang.
Okay, let me ask you.
Drop a collective album doesn't make you a group.
Really?
They used to do that all the time. Rough Riders used to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, they used to have the Rough Rider compilation album.
Boo Man said Q-Tip don't count.
Yeah, he
Nah,
don't count. I was
nah,
about to
he
say
do.
you gotta
He
get
do.
them
No,
when
he do.
you
He
got
do.
okay. Look, if we get them, if we get them with good music, we can only go from when they were with good music. You can't take none of the songs that they had before then. Like you can't take
I'm
Q-Tip
fine
when
with
he
that. I'm
yeah.
fine with that. I'm
So
fine with that.
most def ain't dropped nothing. Some good
Well,
like
no, you can't do that. You
yeah,
can't
yes,
do
you
that
can.
because if you
If they
do
were
that,
signed somewhere else before, you can't because Common's albums, what did Common drop on good music? Maybe one album, but he had like 8 albums before that, like Water for Chocolate, like The Circus, like all you can't
it's a
put those, you
versus,
can't
man.
say that
Put your
just
gloves
because you
on.
signed
Shoot
to
up.
them in the last part of your career that you could that don't count. That ain't
It
fair.
did. It
No,
did.
we got to go from when they were with
Look,
them.
look. Tank did 2 remixes. Anything goes in
Anything
verses.
possible. Tank did 2 original songs. brought so many people out with him. It was like, so, but I'm looking for Tank. Like, where's Tank at? Like, where's he at? I just see 3 niggas with a mic and none of them are Tank.
It's the Tank and the Undertakers.
Wow, that's enough, y'all. We'll go all day, man.
Yeah,
We'll go
that
all
was
day.
good.
I love this.
That
We're
was
gonna
good,
have
man.
yeah, and your music, I respect your music opinion very well. So when we go, if I didn't respect it, I wouldn't even debate with you. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I appreciate that.
Go play some Rebecca Black, man. It's Friday. Nigga, we're gonna be here on Monday, y'all.
That's a fact.
Look, we keep saying the Patreon, that's gonna pop off soon. We still working on some other stuff. So we're gonna build all that up so we could have things like the watch parties and all that. So we appreciate y'all rocking with us. We hope that y'all have a great weekend. Get some R. Yeah. And we're gonna see y'all on look. Darian won this debate. Okay, we're gonna give it to him. It's his day. Okay, but to be continued because we got to see if old music counts. Because if it don't, then I won. So
okay, all right.
So we'll see y'all. Shout out to the IG fam. Many artists will play. Okay, shout out Lady Ronnie. All y'all old do dirty. So we'll holla at y'all. We'll see y'all Monday. What up, Malik? Holla.